several buttons, but it's not working.
Leisurely way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Kick back and tune in to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls going up against the Detroit Pistons here in Little Caesars Arena. Stan, as a coach, what's the best way to instill confidence in your players?
Well, Brian, I don't know that as a coach you can instill confidence in them. But what you can do is prepare them for every situation in the game so that they're not having to think about what they should do. They know, and they're prepared to execute.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. DeSumo is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. DeSumo for 3. And it's Harris with the rebound. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. He's been working with his assistant coaches trying to devise a way to contain Zach LaVine. His ability to play well above the rim, coupled with the deep range, makes him a unique challenge to defend. They're going to try to keep him off balance by showing him different looks. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Shot clock at 6. DeSumo for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
Always a tough atmosphere on the road. They were right in it, but just didn't make enough plays.
Yeah, they had their chances and put up a fight, but it's so hard to win close games on the road.
Stan, the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
Here's Vucevic. Got it from about 16 feet.
Still so consistent from the mid-range. This has been a staple of Vucevic's game for a long time.
Here's Harris. And a nice finish on the layup.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Vucevic, a screen on Ivy. Oh, stolen by Harris. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Cunningham looking it over. Now here's Ivy. Defense right on him. And the dunk by Duren.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivy's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. Vucevic, a screen on Harris. Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. LaVine against Duren. Back to DeSumo. Clock at 4. And a two-handed jam!
Well, LaVine is out there to finish plays, but if a guy is open, he'll make the extra pass.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Leading by 5. Hardaway, the pass to Cunningham. Duren against Vucevic. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Harris outside. Nails it from 3. Harris has got 7.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league, and when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult choice.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Harris. Holland comes in for Hardaway. Beasley's checked in for Ivy. And Sasser's subbed in for Cunningham. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Craig comes in for Zach LaVine. Ellis is checked in for DeSumo. And it's Ball in for Giddey.
attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. The Bulls trail by 7. Ball passes to Smith. Got a piece of it. 3-on-3. Here's Sasser. Tipped. Here's Craig. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Now here's Sasser. Coming off a 12-point game. Pass to Stewart. Here's Holland. Sasser outside. There's the triple. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
46 seconds left in the first. A chance at a 2 for 1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Ball left side. Over Duran. Ball no good. Detroit leading by 8. Pass to Beasley. Shot on the wing. And Craig pulls it down.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Buzelis. Stewart defends. Three-pointer. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pistons ahead, up 8. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
They've got Tim Hardaway, Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then it's Asar Thompson, and it's Beasley in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Hardaway with a screen on ball. Beasley for 3. Chicago with a rebound. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
6 to shoot. There's Ball with a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When you peek at Lonzo's three-point numbers, they illustrate how much time Ball's put into his shot.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Graham.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Bulls trail by 5. Smith passes to Ball. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the game.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Ball. Lonzo. One shot.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Williams has checked in for Hardaway. And now we get a second to view the top scoring teams in the league. Chicago, 4th.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pass to Terry. Back to Horton Tucker. Here's Buzelis. Smith with it. Takes the three. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by Smith.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Detroit with the ball. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Now here's Thompson. Here's Holland. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. It's good. Holland's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, as we see more of Thompson, I think he's going to get better looking for his teammates.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. I'll stand for the Detroit Pistons. The rebuild continues.
Well, Brian, it's a process that almost every franchise has to go through at one time or another. You just hope players don't feel lost in the shuffle and they keep playing their best basketball.
Williams finds Beasley. And here's Stewart. 5 to shoot. Up and over Carter. Stewart, no good. Outside Horton Tucker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Carter.
2 minutes.
Over Williams. Carter can't get it to go. The Pistons lead by 3. Now Beasley. Stolen. And they're running. Smith with it. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Terry. And again, Chicago, no good. And Williams has got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. A minute 9 left to play in the half. Giddey against Cunningham. Giddey passes to Levine. From the arc. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ivy outside. White with the steal. Sumu outside. Pass to Vucevic. To get back on track. And Vucevic slams it in.
Nice move there from Vucevic to put it on the floor and get the score.
Outside Hardaway. 27 seconds left in the second period. Back to Cunningham. Stolen by Giddey. It's Giddey on the wing. Releases. Pass to White. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta. White's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
The open shot, Cunningham. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Pistons lead by 2.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Pistons ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for that game against the 76ers, they'll have the advantage coming in. But it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a... And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
They're not showing enough fight defensively.
Take some pride in getting some stops. This is when your leader has to step in and say something.
Yeah, tough to beat a team that's shooting double nickels from the field. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Tobias Harris really making a difference here.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And so in the game for the Bulls, Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Zach LaVine out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic in at the center. From deep, Giddey drills it from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Chicago leading. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Pass to Ivy. Let's go with a three. Gets the three ball to go. Ivy's got 6.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Giddey finds Vucevic. Dosunmu outside. From the top of the key. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. He's got 5.
So pure to watch Giddey pop like that. The guy can score it.
Detroit has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Now here's Harris. He's covered by LaVine. Fades. Harris misses. The Bulls have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Tipped. Chicago grabs the miss.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Giddey passes to LaVine. Here's Dosunmu. Back to LaVine. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Jaden Ivey.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Chicago shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
Zach LaVine. 1 shot.
That free throw good from LaVine. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
White against Harris. White, the pass to Vucevic. Now here's White. Pass to Dosunmu. Clock at 6. That drops. And it comes off an assist from LaVine. And it's a 6-point Chicago lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Cunningham, a screen on White. Here's Ivy. And a big-time jam. He slams it right over Vucevic.
Unbelievable. Ivy living that life above the rim.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Bulls leading by 4. LaVine feeling it out a bit. The 3 ball. And Cunningham pulls it down. And So Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And he's going for the lob! Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
And some changes here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Hardaway. Moore comes in for Ivy. And Beasley has subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Beasley for three. On target from range. Beasley's got 5 points.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Ball finds Vucevic. Smith outside. Back to Vucevic. Over Duran. And Vucevic gets it to go on the assist by Smith. 6 points for him.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Pistons trail by 3. Moore passes to Beasley. There's a screen for the tie. And the Pistons, another 3.
Well, the defense has got to play him a lot tighter there. He's just too good of a three-point shooter.
To the left wing. Here's Buzelis. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. And they recover it. Here's Holland. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. And so here is Chicago. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Oh, stolen by Harris. Here's Moore. Yet to see a basket. And Vucevic with the block.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfectly.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Harris with it for the lead. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Bulls out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Isaiah Stewart, Star Thompson out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Holland, and it's Fontecchio in at the small forward position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Knocks it loose. And now the Pistons in transition. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holland. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Chicago has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Left side, Craig. Out to the wing for 3. Smith sinks it from distance. And the Bulls lead by 2.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Thompson passes to Beasley. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Beasley's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Ball outside. Pass to Smith. Here's Buzelis. Pulls up on the wing. The three is up. Some solid defense from Stewart. Detroit has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Back to Fontecchio. 4-3. And Detroit another three.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. A line change here for Chicago. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You could see the players loved the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Hardaway, a good look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And now it's a 6-point Detroit lead.
You don't have to ask Hardaway twice. If the shot's available, he'll take it.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Giddey finds Vucevic. DeSumo outside. Back to Vucevic. DeSumo outside. Pass to Giddey. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Detroit.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Pass to Levine. From deep. And here's White. Into the lane.
Wow! Important points right there from White, showing he wants more responsibility over time.
Ivy passes to Duran. For three, here's Harris. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Pistons lead by 4.
What a play by Harris when he's called upon by his squad. He rises to the occasion.
And the basket by DeSumo.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Giddey against Cunningham. Harris outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Outside Giddey. Back to White. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And neither side right now giving an inch. We'll see who cracks first.
Cunningham against Giddey. Duran with a screen on Giddey. Here's Cunningham. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Outside White. Back to DeSumo. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to White. Over Harris. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Hardaway. No good. Nice D from Levine. Chicago with the ball. Trailing by 2. Pass to White. Now here's Vucevic. Giddey with it. Vucevic finds White to take the lead. Laces one from 3.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. How do you think this is going to play out?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Here's Ivy. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Cunningham. And he sinks it.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trusting him in a big spot.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Ivy against White. Outside Giddy. White looking it over. And oh, he slams it right over Tobias Harris.
Well, he's the guy they want with the ball when it matters. White takes pride in him.
And here's Cunningham outside. Misses the tray. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much, Vooch. A balanced attack tonight. How helpful is getting contributions from everyone?
We need that. You know, we're not a team that has, 2 or 3 like superstars that are just going to come in every night and get us 25 a game. So we need, contributions for everybody, and that's why we have to play that way. We have to play for each other, share the ball, try to help each other get going, and that's the only way for us to be good offensively. When we try to create for our own, it never works, and I think we learn from that. So tonight was a good example when we move the ball, when we play for each other, and hopefully we can keep that up.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.